Hi, this is Gordon for bestpokercoaching.com. Welcome to the chapter 11.4, call or fold in min 3-bet pots on the river. With me, as always, in this chapter, Pavel. How are you?
Hi, I'm pretty good. How about you?
Perfect. Let's start. Yep, we don't have to bluff there. Min 3-bet pot, on the flop. We can try it out. I don't like it. Typically more passive. What the hell is going on there? Okay, we call, and then we call with an absolute bluff catcher, okay? And
I assume we call with flash.
well, I'm not a big fan on the turn because you will have river issues, and the call flop was already thinnish, so I don't like how we
I
got
did
there.
bet.
Oh, you bet there, never mind. Oh, and he dunks. Okay, it's very good. Oh, okay, that changes. That's kind of
I
weird.
did bet, and he just.
Okay, I still give, I mean, the weird thing is I still give this dunk bet some credit because I think when he check calls, he does have something. So I think a draw, like a flush draw, obviously beats us. And if he has a jack, I don't really see him turn that 8x into a bluff, or I don't see the majority of people just randomly do that all the time. Typically, when you're bluff catching, you at least want to have a reasonable idea that there's something possible that he can have that's like a pure bluff. Right now, you're just
Then I know.
hoping. Yeah, exactly. You're just hoping.
Yeah.
What you said, then I don't?
No, I just said that 10-9 off or 6-7, but I was just making fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we should fold here.
Okay. What's the weakest hand we call?
What's the weakest flush, I guess? I guess I would stick to a flush, and how good does it have to be? I mean, it's weird because I don't get into the situation with a 5-5. Well, maybe with a 5-5 flush.
You would just check back
Of
on the
course.
flop.
Yeah. So whatever we happen to have, like probably 9-high flush, I start.
It's bad.
And the river, yeah, I mean, it's just like you're gambling on him bluffing with an 8, and maybe you'll be right or not, but you're just gambling.
I was right with the 7-6.
Oh, you're such a genius. How did you know that?
No.
Oh, this made my day. Yeah, again, dunk bets are weak, but I think, again, we took it too far unless we had a specific read. And now just tell everybody you knew this and you're the genius, but
No, I didn't know
no.
that.
Okay, whatever. No, it's just not good. It's not solid. No reads. This is gambling, and sometimes gamblers win, but most of the time they don't. So yeah. Min 3-bet, a6, check, and turn is king, and we check again, and he makes a bet on the river. This is interesting. I think most of us come up into those spots quite often, or at least more often. Typically, fish don't bluff there. Usually when it's check, and something like that, they don't stab randomly like we do. They don't. So I think I would just fold. I think fold is the correct play. Like, what does he have? What is he repping? I don't know. Like, he's probably not value betting a 9. I don't know how he could have a king. To be honest, I even think the most likely hand is a 5, as weird as it sounds. He checked twice, but
Yeah.
it's just like he trapped you twice and it didn't work, and now he's trying to get value. I wouldn't be shocked to see Jack 7 here either, to be honest. I wouldn't be shocked to see Ace 8, which also hurts you a little bit considering you're losing. Or no, Ace 8 we split, but let's say Ace 10.
Ace 10.
Yeah, Ace 10. So yeah, I do think fold here is the correct play, unless your opponent does this really often. But fish typically don't bluff like this, so this hand is very important. Yep. Call. By the way, you're allowed to fold those against min 3 bets. I mean, to everybody who's watching.
Yeah,
don't
bottom
have to.
20%.
Yeah. It was like the garbage of the garbage. I always ask, this is something very incorrect, but I always ask every student to tell me like the 2 countries in your country that are considered like the bottom. I don't know, what is it in Poland? Which country? No, don't tell it. I mean, it's not good. I just had this with another guy as well. Wow, I'm just curious, but not good for a video, not that you say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming he's betting here, like 40.
Yep, we fold.
What do we
I
just
mean,
fold?
as far as I see, there's a 4 straight board. We have third pair. I don't know. Am I missing something?
No. Does it matter something that it's four connected but low board?
A
And it's
little bit, a little bit. It makes the call less worse, but it's a huge hero call. No specific reads, just fold, keep it easy.
so you are calling here with 9?
Depends how much he makes it 40. I mean, he bet the flop and checked the turn.
Yep.
If he bets 40, if you feel like it, I guess nothing worse. But if you feel like being a hero, call with a 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this changes because it's okay. Well, whatever. Okay, min check raise. Okay, check check. Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do we
It's
call
easy
here? Let me
because
think. Let me think into this.
yeah, but do we bet with queen in min 3 bet pot?
If we have a queen, do we call here or what?
No, do we bet
Do we
on the
bet?
flop?
Well, we can. We don't have to. We can. Probably not
Okay.
that big. Probably more like half pot.
And assuming that he
Min raises. We
min
call.
raises, we still call with queen, right?
We do.
On the turn he checks, we check back, and
Yep.
we are in the same scenario with queen, with king, without a flash draw.
I do fold
Without
the
a
queen.
flash. We fold the queen. What about king?
Probably as well. I start maybe calling king jack. Maybe.
Okay.
Because I think if he wanted to bluff, he would have bluffed the turn already. But this could also be desperation bluff. God knows what. Or he, yeah. But yeah, I would fold like all worse kings.
Okay. If he jams here on the turn,
Well, our hand is
you
easy.
are calling.
Well, our hand
Yeah.
easy. Like
Yeah, but I mean,
king
with
jack, king 10, easy. King jack, king 10. I'm calling. The other, I guess I'm not folding a king because he's short. Yeah.
Okay. Queen is easy fold.
Three barreling here, min 3 bet pot.
40% 3 bet.
Yeah, a
20
lot of
hands.
possible stuff missed. I am a fan of calling here. That's why. No, wait, sorry, yes, straight. I was like already, hey, that's why I'm good. No. I'm still fine with the call. It is a hero call. That's blank blank on the river. All possible draws missed. They don't value bet light.
9x?
No. 9x not. Well, 9x
Only
becomes
10x.
close. Yeah, let's just. I mean, I draw the line somewhere. It's a loose call with a 10 as well. But again, those fish. I mean, they bluff incredibly wide, without going too much into detail about his stats because it's only 19 hands. But I'm fine against a fish with this.
Okay, but not with 9s. 9x.
No, I mean this. You draw the line somewhere. If you have more reads, you could even do that. But yeah. Yep.
If he's betting on the river.
That would be a random situation. I guess you could follow your feelings, really. I mean, sometimes they bluff, sometimes not. I have no insight. I guess we could make the rule: if he bets half pot, you call. If he bets bigger, you fold.
Okay.
And try to figure out what he does. Wow, you got owned.
I did.
That's a 2.5x. Okay. Okay, we check. So he's scared of the 8. If he bets, I'm probably calling. On the river, yes, I do call. Just, yeah.
And if he bets 3 times? Like half pot, half.
Yeah, this is in this situation. I'm kind of a station on this run out. I do call because there are no more overcards. And the 8 paired, which should make him a bit more polarized. So I guess I would call there. I'm a huge station generally, but I mean, if anybody is not sure, just fold there. You don't like, this is my main thing. You do not need to call too light. Like after a time, I think you will develop like a very good idea what people do and not do. But yeah. Okay, we check. We definitely fold the river unimproved.
Okay, yeah, but do we bet turn, by the way?
Yeah, actually we can. It's a 4 straight board, and we have some equity to bluff. I do like a bet of 5 here. We're also relatively deep behind, so we have no problem if we increase the pot. As played, easy fold. No hero call here with 4th pair. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, you can
He
bet
did
there.
check to us.
Yep, we bet for semi-value. And the
And
river, if he
if he donks,
bets, I probably even want to call. Just because I don't see any value hand playing like this. As played, we check behind. He can have so many ace-x in his range. Yeah. Whoa. He does have the 8. Good for him.
I just marked this hand because he was thinking like 20 seconds away, so was afraid he will down.
Mm-hmm.
And thought it's pretty good spot.
Mm-hmm. 5-3, we have gut shot. He bets, we call, he pots.
On the
Okay.
flop we don't bet, right?
We don't have to bet. Like, if you have a read, you could bet half pot. It's not the end of the world because even against ace high, you have relatively good equity.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as played, you call. And as played, I guess I would fold here. It's random. What do I beat? No, you just bet 2 times pot. It's a bit more expensive. We have a third pair on with a flush possible and a straight possible. I have no idea what he has, nor what he's really trying to represent. I just keep my eyes open and watch what is this guy doing with, how does he play his nuts, how does he play his medium strength hands, and based on that I can figure out if this is the way he plays the nuts or not in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And I do call here. We have top pair.
Yeah, what about 7?
No, fold. Third pair, flush got there. Might bluff with a better hand. I don't know.
Weakest hand to call, river?
Probably if I randomly have a jack, I would maybe do it with a jack. And just because,
Okay.
again, the 5 makes him more polarized. It pairs and is a flush.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have never tens here, so yeah.
Yep. King 7. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to call a 7. Obviously, I knew it. No, on a serious note, you have watched this probably in a million videos before. The reason why we don't call super light in many situations, even when we know our opponent is polarized, is because exactly of that. This is not the first time that we see people bluff with a hand that we would even consider to bluff catch with. So it's very important. Like, I mean, how do I know this? Because I just got owned way too often calling it with 6-7, and like I told everybody, like, look, this guy's bluffing. I know it because probably I had some timing read on him. I was ready to look like the genius, and then I was right, but I lost. That kind of sucks. So don't be that idiot. 5. Yep. We check and
If he bets on the turn, half pot?
on the turn we call, of course.
Sorry, on the river.
On the river, guess. Take a wild guess. I think we should fold because there's too many, hands that could maybe bluff that beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now take a note that he doesn't bluff there, so next time he bets, you can make a snap fold.
Mm-hmm.
How many more hands we have?
2.
Okay, perfect. Yep. Call and probably fold river. No.
Yeah, it's easy. Once he's betting like half pot.
And again, it becomes a bluff catching thing. Ugh. Gamble it up. Go by your feeling. I don't know why some situations, because on the other board I was like willing to easily call
Mm-hmm.
with where we had like the queen top pair, but I was saying I was calling with a second pair easily. I don't know what this run out makes it that I like to call less on it.
Because it's ace, and on the river
Yeah, it's like 3
8
connected
that is
cards.
connected with, yeah.
Yeah,
8
probably
connects.
yes. Probably yes. I didn't even understand. Sometimes, like seriously, sometimes I don't even understand exactly what my intuition tells me, and it's not important if that guy's bluffing here or not. It's just like some boards are better than others, and I think yes, because all cards are very connected, just makes it a higher likelihood for him to have something. And so yeah, we can fold to half pot there.
Okay, so we are folding even with jack. Weak jack, of course.
Against
King
half pot,
jack,
yes. Well, king jack, I probably call for half pot.
Queen jack also, right?
Yeah. Well, and sometimes you just don't understand the world.
Must bluff on the river.
Yep.
For one big blind.
Well, it's probably better than checking. It probably is. I mean, 1 out of 70 times you will probably time out.
Yeah, or you will fold a flash draw with higher kicker.
Exactly.
I assume it's the same like he did bet on the river because it's jams.
Well, not really, but let's just talk about the hand anyways, because it's interesting. I guess I would fold. It's 3 times the pot. We have not seen that guy do anything crazy. As I mean, for the purpose of this video, we have to
Mhm.
assume that we have not seen him do that. So Queen Jack 10, 3 high connected cards, lots of better hands possible. Even if we are ahead, we could be outdrawn easily by whatever combo draw this guy may jam like this. No, I mean typically when they jam 3 times the pot, it's usually not just like a bluff. I mean,
Mhm.
it just isn't. It might be like a weak made hand that's overplayed. Like I think he's capable of maybe doing this with a ace queen. Like, oh, the flush draw got there, or like, oh, I'm worried about the straight, and then they jam.
Mhm.
But weaker hand, no. I mean, you still have to think like, is this guy doing this with like 4 or 5 now? Really? Ace 10? Come on. No, I don't think so. Easy fold. I think it's a bad call.
Mhm.
Yeah, way too. Well, what can I say?
Audio.
Yep. No, honestly, like, but this is the combo draw,
Mhm.
which, let's check the equity, by the way. I mean, he was, no, I still think it's a terrible call. It's just like, that's the best you can hope for. And again, it's still, if he really showed you 4 or 5, I do feel owned. With Jack 9, and not really. I still think it's way too thin. Overall, you will lose there. Launch equity calculator. I mean, let's not do it right now. Everybody can do
Yeah,
this
yeah,
at
yeah.
home. But I mean, it's not like I mean, he's quite a lot of equity. Oh, let's do it right now to test our equity. 35. That's my guess.
We with
No, of
Jack
course not
versus
him.
Jack.
I mean, we have like
I
65.
think we have at least like 60. We'll see.
I said 65 we have,
Ah,
definitely.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, something around that.
And
7.
mhm. Just put it in the recording window so people can see everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will
Hmm.
after I will write data. Uh-huh. And 10, 10 of spade, let's say, because it's
Yep,
yeah 70.
there you go. So
So
yeah. But
it's
like
pretty.
30, that's like your best case. And against everything else, you're pretty much dead as hell.
Hmm. So even if it's mean 3-bet pot, you are still not
Well,
calling.
against a 3 times over bet on the turn. This is, makes a
It's
huge
it's
difference.
different than pot.
Oh yes, oh yes. I mean, 3 times over bet turn. It's a difference because he's not. You have to. It's very important that we talk about this. It's a different psychology to make two small retarded things than to make one retarded. You can. Well, let's go in the six max guys. I don't know. We have this Brazzers joke for some reason. I don't know why. Where it came up, like one guy started. And anyways, but I think everybody knows like the temptation of, getting sucked into something. So I think
Mhm.
they made those documentaries or videos where they say like for how much money a girl would fuck you. So if you would go to some girls and tell them, well, I give you $1,000 and you fuck me, they would just say no. Okay,
Mhm.
but if you say like, hey, come to me, I'll give you €50 if you talk 5 minutes to me or
Mhm.
$50, yeah. And then like, oh, okay, and I'll give you another 50, if you take your clothes off. Only bikini, we don't want anything else. Don't worry. Just want to see you in bikini. And you continue like that, and then you're like, okay, well, 200 put off the bra. 300 put off the panties. And for 500 fuck me. And so unless you look like, I don't know, like some really disgusting person, this can have like a way, way bigger success rate.
Mhm.
So it's like, she's like, okay, well, I'm already in my bikini. I mean, what's the huge difference? What's the huge difference between that and like taking off my bra? Well, I guess I could do that. Well, I'm not gonna fuck him anyways, right? And I mean, it's a slippery slope. Classic psychological thing. We also have that in poker. It's like, well, I would call with what's the difference between calling, I don't know, with like the nut flush or the second nut flush or the third nut flush? Well, if I call with the third, I call with the fourth. If I call with the fourth, I call. You have to draw the line somewhere. And here, it's the same, but the other way around. it's harder for this guy to go in 3 times the pot with nothing and bluff, like the girl just fucking you without ever having talked to you? Or is it easier for him to make one retarded play and be like, oh, well, the 10 came. I still, with my 8-5, I still have a gut shot. I'll just pot and hope he folds. So he does that, you call. And then on the river, a blank comes and is like, well, maybe he picked up a diamond draw on the turn, and if I go all in on the river, he has to put me on a strong hand, and he'll fold. So it's way easier, even for us, it's way easier to justify burning $64 or $64,000. It's way easier for us to justify doing that in 2 steps than to do it in 1 step. So this psychology is true for every person, whether professional, whether doesn't matter what. And for fish as well. That's why once he jams there, it's a huge difference compared to pot. And that's why those huge 3 times pot overbets are almost never just a complete bluff. You will have some LOL hands, sure, but generally not.
Okay.
Okay, good. We're done for the video, right?
Yes.
Okie dokie, bye-bye.
Bye bye.